lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I hope you enjoyed the video and please make sure that you subscribe. So today's video, we're doing rose quartz nails. I'm going to be using some polygel and some gel polish to achieve the look. Really quickly, the products I'm using are Burano's Top and Base Coat. I'm going to use their primer as well. It's a primer that you cure in the light. I'm going to be using their polygel in light pink, and the gel polish I'm using is in white by Model Ones. So I have already done the primer and the base coat on these nail tips. I did that off camera. I didn't think you guys wanted to see me polish a clear tip with clear products. So the first thing that you do is you want to go in with a thin layer of the polygel. So this can be used as a core polygel, so you are going to be getting strength from this polygel as well. But you still want to go in with thin layers because we're going to do about 3 layers of polygel. So you just want to start off thin, and at the end of this, if you need to add more strength to the nail, then you can definitely do that. But we don't want to add bulk to the nail before we get our design done. So just go ahead and add that first layer of polygel. I'm not using Burano's slip solution. I am using 91% isopropyl alcohol. So I did the thin layer, made it as smooth as possible, and then I cured that for 60 seconds. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of gel polish, and you can just place this anywhere on the nail. You don't have to do it in the same exact direction as rose quartz. It's not like marbling where most of the marbles in the same direction. Rose quartz really isn't always that way. So I have this gel brush that I always use with acetone, and I have a little bit of acetone on the side, and I'm just going in and thinning out these lines that I'm making. I think they're called veins. I don't know if that's what they're called in rose quartz or whatever. But I'm just thinning these out, making sure that they look random. And if there's any like white residue on the nail, you can just leave that because rose quartz is kind of like cloudy. So you can just leave any remaining gel polish. You don't have to wipe it 100% clean. So these lines are kind of harsh, but that's okay. I cured them for 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with another thin layer of the pink polygel. That's why I said that the harsh lines are okay, because we're gonna be covering that with 2 more layers of this pink polygel. So you still want those lines to show, and the reason I'm going in with multiple layers is because I want a little bit of depth, and I want to do a lot of veins, and I don't want to do that just in one layer. It looks better when you do multiple layers. That's just my opinion. So the first layer, kind of leave those lines as bright as possible because they are going to be getting covered. So I'm just adding the second layer of polygel. I'm trying to get that as smooth as possible. You want to try and keep these layers as smooth as possible. You will do finish filing, but you don't want any shadowing. So if this layer is lumpy, you're gonna get a little bit of shadowing in your design. So you wanna get this as smooth as possible. And the way to do that is just with the wet brush, and then just stroke the polygel down the nail, and then just cleaning up the side walls as you go. That layer was also cured for 60 seconds in the lamp. So now I'm going in with some more of this gel polish, and it's okay if some of the veins overlap, some of the polish overlaps, but you just want to put it on random. You can kind of do most of the veins in one direction, but have some random ones that aren't going in the exact same direction. And these, you can see I'm not leaving these lines as harsh, and I'm kind of breaking up the veins so one vein can go split off and go into two different directions. And then you also want to keep, how I said earlier, if you get like white residue on the nail, like not to clean it up. What you can do in some areas is take the body of the brush with just a really little amount of acetone and just pat it out. So it just leaves like not a vein, but like a little small cloudy part of the rose quartz. So I am just, and you can see I kind of did that there, that vein, I kind of just patted it out just a little bit. So it's not like a vein, it's kind of cloudy. I don't know the proper term to use, so I'm just gonna say cloudy. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple design. It's pretty easy, just like marbling. It doesn't take a lot of thought, and sometimes as you're doing it, it could look like it's messy or it's not gonna turn out good. But once you put that top coat, you know, the design kind of comes together. So that is the second layer of gel polish. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And then the final layer of polygel is really, it's a really small bead you want to go in. So it's an extremely thin layer. And the reason I did an additional layer is because I don't want that white to be as white. So I just want everything to be, have the pink tint to it, to look a little cloudy or what have you. And then I'm just gonna encapsulate everything in just a little bit of builder gel in a bottle. And this is by Yoyogi, and I'm almost out of this bottle. I do need to get some more. So Yoyogi, if you're listening, I am almost out of your builder gel in a bottle. And just go ahead and brush that on, cure that for 60 seconds. And the designs that I did on the other nails, so I ended up doing 2 of these rose quartz nails. I only showed you me doing it once because it is repetitive. And I just did 3 polygel nails, just plain ones in that light pink. The color was light pink. So I just have these little finger glove things on. They just go over your fingers. And I'm just going to show you really quickly how I do my filing. I try to stay in frame because I really made a point to try and stay in frame because I really wanted to show you guys how I do my filing, and I didn't really stay in frame as much as I wanted to. So when I'm using these nail stands, I actually take the nail off the stand, and sometimes I take it off the tack to do the filing, because once you file, if the tack's on there, it's gonna get dust all in it and it's not gonna be sticky anymore. So I wiped off all of the alcohol, and I just kind of rest the nail, like the curve of the nail, like right on my finger, and that's kind of how I file. The reason I'm using these fingertip glove things is because I wasn't sure if I was gonna take off my nails and do a new set, and I didn't want to scratch up my nails. I don't know about you guys, but I always scratch up my nails when I'm doing filing using my practice hand or whatever. So the first thing I do is clean up the sides of the nail, and the same with my regular nails. The first thing I do is clean up the sides, get my shaping almost perfect, and then I just start going over the top and smoothing out the polygel. Polygel is really easy to file. You can do hand filing. The only time I really use my drill is if I've done them too thick and I need to take off some bulk, and then I use the e-file, to take off the bulk. And then I always use e-file with a cuticle bit or a sanding band to take off any bulk around my cuticle area, and then just to clean up the cuticle area. But with polygel and then the builder gel in a bottle, or the builder gels, you really don't need an e-file for that. And the file that I was using is 180 grit, and I did most of my filing with the 180 grit. So now these nails are cute, but they're kind of plain, so I'm just gonna add a little what are these called? Crystal AB. Crystal AB rhinestone, and I'm just attaching that with the builder gel in a bottle and gonna cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Then I'm gonna top coat everything, and on a couple of the plain pink ones, I'm actually going to do chrome powder on those. And so for that, the way that I get chrome powder to work for me is I put the top coat on and I cure it for about 15 or 20 seconds. I rub the chrome powder on, I finish that cure. So top coat, cure 15 to 20 seconds, chrome powder, and then finish that cure, that 60-second cure that you should do with your top coat. And then I go in with another layer of top coat, which I cure for 60 seconds. So you're gonna see that here. So all in all, I think this is cute. I wanted to play with the design because I kind of wanted to do these on myself, but I wanted to play with the design a little bit before I committed to doing a whole set of nails. And as you'll see in the video that I have recorded for you guys that I'm gonna post on Friday, I did a full set of nails and I didn't like them, and then I took them off and now I have short nails, but I painted them the exact same way. So that's actually my Neons collab video that I'm posting on Friday with a bunch of ladies. So look out for that. That should be posted on Friday. And yeah, so I think I need to play with my designs a little bit more before I actually do them on myself. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you do try this rose quartz design, let me know how it works out for you. I am definitely or you can tag me in your pictures on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, it is lovedbyverdie nails. It's same as my channel. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I do want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the comments and the likes. I appreciate all my new subscribers and then my old subscribers as well. Thank you guys so much. And definitely, if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. I will be posting another video on Friday, like I said, and that is my Neons collab video that I have done with a few ladies. Anyways, for the 10th time in this video, thank you guys so much for watching.